Hello, I'm Mary Poppins and welcome to this next webisode. I wanted to talk today about choosing your parenting style. If you're about to have kids, or you're thinking about having kids, or you're now in a steady relationship with somebody who you think you'll end up having kids with, I really suggest that you talk about how you're going to bring them up and what you think your rules will be, and see if you both agree. Discuss it, whose idea is better, and then make a choice. My husband and I did that, and it led to long discussions about what we felt our parents had done wrong and what we want to change, what we thought they did right and we would bring into the relationship. And it also helped us, we started looking at other parents, you know, in a very judgmental way, I'm sure, because we didn't have our own kids yet, so we go, we're not going to do it that way, or but we also picked out great ways and saw great parenting and said, that's how you handle that situation. And one of the funniest places that we got parenting tips from was Roseanne. Those two really did some great parenting, even though they were sarcastic and rude to each other and looked like a bit of a dysfunctional family on the surface. What a great loving family they really were. So actually quite a lot of mine and Andy's, my husband's parenting skills came from Roseanne. We took from my parents the decision that we would always back each other up, no matter whether we thought each other was wrong at the time, so that the kids couldn't ever play favourites. They couldn't go to dad and say, I want this, him say no, and then come to me and I'd give it to them. If somebody was disciplining the child at the time, the other person backed them up, even if they thought they were wrong. You know, sometimes I think Andy gives way too big a punishment. He'll say, right, no iPad for 3 weeks, and you think, 3 weeks? Oh my God. But I don't, you know, you don't say that at the time. You both go back afterwards and go, oh, I don't think that's a bit, how are we going to go back on that? And it's going to be difficult and la la la. And we also, don't punish them if they tell you the truth was important for us, so that they wouldn't lie. From Roseanne we got being sarcastic to our kids. We actually find that it's really good for them. We think it's really good. My parents came from a very strict religious background, and then they left that church, atheists, don't believe in God, and they felt that any kind of lying to your children about stuff was a bad idea. So they didn't tell us that Santa Claus was real, or that the Tooth Fairy was real, or any of that kind of stuff, because they wanted to be only realistic and truthful. And we've gone back on that a bit, actually, because I kind of feel it's quite magical. But what we've done is found some in-between ground. So when our kids say to us, you know, Santa Claus isn't really real, we sort of say, well, probably not, but isn't it kind of good fun to pretend? So that's how we get away from that. So we have a big Santa Claus, you know, thing in our house, and oh my goodness, he's coming tonight, the reindeer are going to land on the roof and all that stuff. But they ultimately know that it's just a game, and it's just for fun, and actually it's mum and dad dressed up in the Santa outfit. And so discovering what your parenting style is going to be, and really starting to study other people's and say what works and what doesn't, is a brilliant way to get to know each other better, get to know where you're compatible, where you're not, start the arguments and the discussions about the good ways and bad ways to parent way before the kids come into the equation. Then you're really prepared, and you've really had lots of time to think it out, because it is the most rewarding and the hardest job in the world. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Mary Poppins. See you later. Bye.